What's up, world? It's your boy Ken and Corey, man, and I am in my new 2021 Honda Civic, and I just wanted to take time out to tell you guys, man, I think I'm starting to understand this whole YouTube algorithm thing. Like, the channels are supposed to be channels, and on my other channels, I'm known for like traveling, doing nightlife. I have another channel that's all about like photography and cameras, but on this channel, starting with this video, I'm starting something totally different. This is gonna be my car channel, and what better way to start a car channel than talk about my new car. I just bought this car. I've had it for maybe about 1 or 2 months. No, actually 3 months, about 3 months now, and I definitely love it. So I'm gonna be telling you guys all about the Honda Civic, cool things about it, cool features about it, probably taking it to different places, going to different car meets and stuff like that over time. So sit back, relax. If you love cars and you love Hondas and stuff like that, you're gonna definitely be in for a treat because I make pretty cool videos. Well, I think I do. So make sure you guys subscribe because I'm gonna be trying to grow this channel as fast as I can. Appreciate you guys for finding me. So I'm actually on the way to get some breakfast, but I want to be talking to you guys about how I ended up with this car and how I got it in the first place. So let's go from there. All right, so I gotta be real with you guys. I really procrastinated for a long time on making an official car channel because I just feel like, you know, I didn't want to spread myself too thin with YouTube because, like I said, I already have 2 other channels. But, you know, just understanding the algorithm, especially when you're trying to start something off, especially like talking about my Civic all the time, I didn't want to be dumping it in the middle of like night vlogs and traveling and stuff like that. So who knows, whichever channel blows up the fastest or becomes the biggest channel, probably just gonna become my main channel, and I'm gonna go from there. But wait till I tell you how I ended up getting this car and the reason I have it in the first place. It's really a crazy story, so it's almost like it was meant for me to go ahead and actually start this channel just because of the story anyway. So let's talk about it. First of all, I just want to say that I feel very blessed to even have this car. It's really a pretty dope car, man. It has a ton of really cool features that I'm not gonna get into right now. I'm gonna probably save it for another video, but I think probably my favorite feature is probably like the side mirror. I have like a side mirror camera, and I've never had that on a car before. I've like driven other cars that had that feature, but it was never a car that I specifically owned. But speaking of this car and owning this car, this 2021 Honda Civic, you know, there's people out here in the world who are basically, let's just say, evil. To just to sum it all up, there are people out here who are evil, who don't necessarily want to see you win. And that's basically kind of the case of what happened and how I ended up with this car, man. I ended up with this car because not too long ago, a few months ago, I was actually in a relationship, a pretty committed relationship, where the car that I did have in that relationship was not owned by me. It was owned by her. She had 2 cars. She ended up getting the second car because I took over the car note for her first car. And that freed her up to be able to have the money to be able to pay for her second car. Well, when we started going through our issues in our relationship and I ended up leaving, I tried to tell her that, hey, you know, I know that we're, you know, even though we're not gonna be together no more, I'll still pay the car note on the car that I'm driving and finish paying it off and just have the car, which was the original plan anyway. She agreed to it at first as I packed up all my stuff and left. But the very next morning when I woke up to a text about, oh, and by the way, I'm gonna need my car back and stuff like that. It basically, she tried to blindside me and put me in a bad spot because she knew for sure that having a car was like my lifeline at that time. And let me just say this, it's one thing about life, like when you go out of your way to try to screw people over, it never really ends up in your favor. I'm just gonna be real with you. When it's all said and done and the dust settles, usually that thing that you went out your way to go do usually will kind of come back to bite you. That's just from my own personal beliefs and things that have happened in my life. So with that said, you know, I could have like got really mad and been like, oh no, you know, how could you do this to me and all that. I didn't say anything. I just got in the car. I drove it back to her house. I left that car right there in the parking lot. I parked the car in her garage. Got the rest of all the things that I had that I owned out of her house. And the very first place I went after that was straight to a car dealership, a Honda dealership. And it just so happened that the dealership already had a good relationship with my family. So they definitely were looking out for me and helped me secure a car in my name that I owned that no one could ever take from me. And I paid the note on this car and everything. So I just feel like God really was looking out for me and had my back. And this car is like probably one of the biggest blessings that I have going into 2023. So I feel like, why not make a YouTube channel centered around this car channel? And then also, I do like the car life. Like, it's been kind of calling on me, like, when I see certain different cars, you know, riding around in Houston and stuff like that, it really motivates me. It makes me feel like, man, I want to go hard for YouTube. I want to go hard with the talents that I have in my life to be able to afford other cars. Like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, you know, I don't know how far and how big this channel is gonna get, but you could definitely mark my words that I do plan on upgrading and getting better and better cars as time goes on. But I'm definitely humble and grateful to have this car, and I'm gonna keep this one going as long as I can. I don't plan on ever selling it. So with that said, I just want to thank you guys for even tuning into my channel right now, hearing what I have to say about my story and how I got this car. If you guys found this video because you guys are looking for a Honda Civic, and I'm definitely gonna be giving you as much content as I can behind this car. There's also supposed to be a car meet tomorrow that I'm thinking about going to. Hold on, it's a little hot. Let me put these windows down, man. God dang. It's cold outside, but it's hot inside. Put so many windows down, my boy. But like I was saying, there's supposed to be a car meet that's happening tomorrow here in Houston. I'm not exactly sure where the location is, but someone sent me a flyer already because I've been telling a few friends that I'm getting ready to start our car channel. I also have a couple other friends who are really big into cars who want to start their channel, and I think this will be a great opportunity for me to show them how to grow a YouTube channel, and they can learn by example. They can learn by the example that I'm about to set as well. So yeah, man, let's have a good time. Let's turn up. Appreciate you guys for tuning into this channel. It's about to get lit, I promise you, and we about to do it big. So I guess you could look at this as like my introduction video. I guess I'll probably put this video in like the top part of my YouTube channel when you first get there, just as a thank you to you guys until I make another video that's probably lit, but you know, it is what it is. Man, I love this car. All right guys, I'm about to probably head home, but I'll see you guys in the next video, in the next Corey's Car Life video. It's definitely gonna be going down. I'm excited. We about to turn up for sure. Peace.